Hello guys, we are back again. This is the second part of the story of the ferocious dog. Don't forget to support us with a like and a subscription. This is a kindness, not an order. Thank you all. As she ventured into the forest, a sense of foreboding settled upon her. The trees seemed to whisper of a forgotten past, and the wind carried the echoes of screams long silenced. Dr. Weaver knew she was on the cusp of a discovery that would forever change the fate of Blackwood. As Dr. Weaver delved deeper into the mystery surrounding the rabid dog and the abandoned laboratory, she found herself drawn into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. A shadowy organization, determined to keep their secrets hidden, dispatched a relentless hunter to eliminate her. The hunter, a cold and calculating operative known only as the Jackal, was a master of stealth and deception. He moved like a phantom through the town, always one step behind Dr. Weaver, his presence felt but never seen. Dr. Weaver's days were filled with anxiety and fear. She could no longer trust anyone, not even her closest allies. Every shadow held a potential threat, every sound a possible warning. She knew that one wrong move could be her last. Yet, despite the danger, Dr. Weaver refused to back down. She was determined to uncover the truth and save Blackwood from the rabid dog. She used her knowledge of the town's history and her scientific expertise to stay one step ahead of the Jackal, always anticipating his next move. The chase took them through the dark alleyways of Blackwood, across the windswept moors, and into the depths of the Blackwood forest. Dr. Weaver's resourcefulness and determination were constantly tested as she evaded the Jackal's attempts to capture or kill her. As the tension mounted, Dr. Weaver realized that the Jackal was not just a hired gun, he was a highly trained operative with a personal stake in the conspiracy. His relentless pursuit suggested that the secrets of Project Blackthorn ran deeper than she had imagined. In a heart-pounding confrontation, Dr. Weaver finally faced the Jackal head-on. Their struggle took them to the abandoned laboratory, the epicenter of the dark secret that had haunted Blackwood for decades. Amidst the decaying walls and forgotten equipment, Dr. Weaver and the Jackal engaged in a desperate fight for survival. The outcome would not only determine their fates but also the future of Blackwood and its inhabitants. Under the shadow of escalating rabies attacks, Dr. Weaver was acutely aware of the ticking clock. Recognizing the dire consequences of inaction, she sought the expertise of Jack Harrison, a local veterinarian who had first-hand encounters with the lethal wrath of the rabid dog. United by a shared sense of urgency, they set forth on a treacherous quest to hunt down the beast before it unleashed further devastation. Their journey carried them through tangled forests and winding trails, each step fraught with danger, as they followed the harrowing tracks of the rabid dog. The harrowing accounts of its victims echoed in their minds, fueling their determination to bring an end to its reign of terror. During their relentless pursuit, Dr. Weaver and Jack delved deep into the scientific aspects of rabies, its insidious nature, and the unpredictable behavior it instilled. They spent countless hours analyzing data, poring over maps, and seeking patterns that could shed light on the creature's movements. Their collaboration was a testament to their shared knowledge and unwavering commitment to protecting their community from imminent peril. Yet, no matter how meticulously they planned, the rabid dog always seemed to stay one step ahead. Its cunning intelligence allowed it to adapt and evade their every attempt to corner it. Frustration gnawed at their resolve, but they refused to retreat. Their mission had become personal, a battle against time to save lives and restore peace to their terror-stricken community. With every encounter, Dr. Weaver and Jack became more adept at anticipating the rabid dog's actions. They learned to read its subtle signs, predicting its violent outbursts and devising strategies to outwit its predatory instincts. Their unwavering determination paid off when they finally managed to lure the creature into a carefully orchestrated trap. Despite the inherent risks, they skillfully maneuvered around the rabid dog's ferocious attacks, ultimately subduing it with a combination of skillful tactics and sedatives. The moment they secured the rabid dog, a wave of relief washed over them, knowing they had prevented further bloodshed and averted further tragedy. In the aftermath of their harrowing ordeal, Dr. Weaver and Jack emerged as heroes. Their unwavering commitment and tireless efforts to eliminate the rabid dog earned them widespread recognition and gratitude. Their partnership exemplified the power of collaboration and the resilience of the human spirit in the face of adversity. As the twilight cast long shadows upon the land, Rian, Arya, and Kale ventured deeper into the heart of Blackwood Forest. The ancient trees stood like sentinels, their gnarled branches reaching out like grasping hands, casting an eerie silence upon the path ahead. Rian gripped the hilt of his sword, his eyes scanning the surroundings with a wary gaze. Arya's fingertips traced the intricate patterns etched into her staff, her senses attuned to the subtle vibrations of the forest. Kale, his bow slung over his shoulder, kept a keen eye on the treetops, alert to any movement among the leaves. The air grew colder as they pressed on, a palpable chill seeping into their bones. Whispers of the wind seemed to carry faint echoes of long-forgotten tales, stirring unease in their hearts. Strange sounds echoed through the forest, rustling leaves and distant howls, as if the very woods were alive with unseen beings. As night descended, the darkness seemed to take on a life of its own, shifting and swirling around them like a living shroud. Shadows danced and twisted, playing tricks on their perception, making it difficult to discern reality from illusion. Suddenly, a luminous glow pierced the darkness ahead, casting an ethereal radiance upon the forest floor. They approached cautiously, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. The light emanated from a clearing, where a circle of ancient stones stood, their surfaces covered in cryptic symbols and runes. In the center of the circle, a shimmering portal pulsated with an otherworldly energy, its edges swirling with colors beyond mortal comprehension. A sense of foreboding washed over them as they realized the true nature of their discovery. This was no ordinary portal. It was a gateway to another realm, a realm of ancient magic and forgotten secrets. The air crackled with the energy of the portal, and the ground trembled beneath their feet. The decision lay before them, to venture through the portal, to unravel the mysteries that awaited beyond, or to retreat into the safety of the known world. As they hesitated, the forest seemed to hold its breath, waiting for their choice. The adventurers followed the trail of destruction left by the rabid dog deeper into the Blackwood Forest. The deeper they ventured, the more unsettling the atmosphere became, with the trees twisting and contorting as if in agony, and the air thick with a sense of dread. As they pressed on, they stumbled upon a hidden clearing shrouded in darkness. In the center stood an ancient stone archway, pulsating with an eerie, otherworldly energy. This was the portal, the gateway to another realm. As they cautiously approached the archway, a sense of foreboding washed over them. They knew that crossing the threshold would lead them into a realm of chaos and darkness, a place where the very fabric of reality was unstable. They hesitated, weighing the risks and the potential consequences. But their resolve remained unwavering. They had come too far to turn back now. With a deep breath, they stepped through the portal, bracing themselves for the unknown that awaited them on the other side. As they crossed the threshold, the world around them seemed to shatter and reform. The familiar sights and sounds of Blackwood were replaced by a swirling vortex of darkness and chaos. The very air crackled with energy, and the ground beneath their feet seemed to writhe and pulsate. They found themselves in a desolate and barren landscape, devoid of life and light. The sky above was a roiling mass of darkness, and the air was filled with the sound of distant screams and wails. As they stumbled through the inhospitable terrain, they encountered twisted and malevolent creatures, servants of the darkness that permeated this realm. The adventurers fought their way through hordes of these creatures, their weapons gleaming in the dim light. Amidst the chaos, they discovered that the rabid dog was merely a pawn in a sinister plan to unleash an unspeakable evil upon the world. A malevolent entity, a being of pure chaos and destruction, sought to break free from its prison and wreak havoc upon all of existence. With renewed determination, the adventurers resolved to stop this evil at all costs. They pressed on, deeper into the realm of darkness, their hearts filled with both fear and resolve. The fate of the world rested on their shoulders, and they would not falter. As the dark clouds gathered over Blackwood, Dr. Weaver and Jack delved deeper into the sinister conspiracy that threatened to unleash chaos upon their town. With each passing day, the pack of rabid dogs grew larger and more aggressive, leaving a trail of destruction and fear in their wake. The clues they unearthed led them to an ancient and forgotten temple hidden deep within the Blackwood Forest. It was here that they stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls adorned with eerie symbols and arcane diagrams. In the center of the chamber, they discovered a pulsating orb of darkness, swirling with malevolent energy. Dr. Weaver's heart sank as she recognized the orb's true nature. It was a portal, a gateway to another dimension, and the source of the rabid dog's insatiable rage. As they ventured closer to the orb, a chilling voice echoed through the chamber, sending shivers down their spines. "Welcome, mortals," the voice hissed. "You have stumbled upon the threshold of my realm, where darkness reigns supreme." Emerging from the shadows was a figure shrouded in black robes, its face obscured by a sinister hood. The figure's eyes gleamed with an otherworldly light, piercing through the darkness. It was the mastermind behind the conspiracy, the malevolent entity that sought to plunge Blackwood into eternal darkness. "I am the harbinger of darkness," the figure declared, its voice dripping with malice. "I have chosen Blackwood as my playground, and I shall unleash a reign of terror upon this pathetic town." Dr. Weaver and Jack stood frozen, horror gripping their hearts. They had underestimated the true extent of the evil they faced. The harbinger of darkness was a force of pure malevolence, and its hunger for destruction was insatiable. As the harbinger of darkness unleashed its malevolent powers, the orb pulsed with renewed intensity. The temple shook violently, and an army of rabid dogs materialized from the portal, their eyes burning with unquenchable rage. They surged forth, flooding the chamber and tearing into anything that moved. In the midst of the chaos, Dr. Weaver and Jack knew they had to act. With their wits and courage, they fought back against the rabid dogs, their every move a desperate attempt to stem the tide of darkness. As the battle raged on, a glimmer of hope emerged. Dr. Weaver managed to pinpoint the source of the harbinger of darkness' power, a mystical artifact hidden within the temple. With Jack by her side, she embarked on a perilous quest to retrieve the artifact and sever the harbinger's connection to Blackwood. Their journey took them through treacherous tunnels and ancient catacombs, where they faced unimaginable horrors. But they pressed on, driven by their unwavering determination to save their town from the clutches of darkness. Finally, they reached the artifact's resting place, a hidden chamber deep beneath the temple. As they approached it, a wave of darkness washed over them, threatening to engulf them entirely. But they stood firm, their hearts filled with a newfound resolve. With a combined effort, Dr. Weaver and Jack activated the artifact, its power surging through their bodies. A blinding light erupted from the artifact, filling the chamber and forcing the harbinger of darkness to retreat into the shadows, its malevolent plans thwarted. As the darkness dissipated, the rabid dogs fell limp, their rage fading away. The portal to the other dimension sealed itself, and Blackwood was once again safe from the clutches of evil. In the aftermath of the battle, Dr. Weaver and Jack were hailed as heroes. They had faced the darkness and emerged victorious, saving their town from a fate worse than death. But they knew that the harbinger of darkness still lurked in the shadows, biding its time until it could strike again. They vowed to remain vigilant, ready to face any threat that came their way. For they knew that the forces of darkness were relentless, and the battle against evil would never truly end. Thank you, dear viewer. We are back in the third part, and do not forget to like and subscribe.